They're ignoring you on purpose. And you know what? They're hoping you'll react. Silence is a weapon. When someone ignores you, they're not absent, they're present, calculating, watching. Machiavelli understood something most people never learn. Being ignored isn't about your worth, it's about power. And right now, you've given all of yours away. You've been texting first, reaching out, explaining yourself, chasing attention like a beggar chasing coins. Stop, because today, everything changes. I'm going to show you the dark psychology behind why people ignore you, the Machiavellian strategies that flip the script completely, and the exact steps to take right now that will make them obsess over your silence instead. This isn't about playing games. This is about understanding the game that's already being played. And you're about to become a master. Let's begin.
Section 1. The psychology of being ignored. First, you need to understand what's really happening. When someone ignores you, your brain interprets it as social rejection. Your amygdala lights up. Stress hormones flood your system. You feel anxious, small, desperate. This is intentional. Machiavelli wrote in The Prince, men are driven by two principal impulses, either by love or by fear. But he left out a third, neglect. Neglect is the silent killer of influence. When you're ignored, you lose social currency. You become invisible, powerless. And here's the trap most people fall into. They try to force their way back into visibility. They over-explain, over-apologize, over-pursue. This is exactly what the person ignoring you wants. Because every time you reach out, every time you react, you confirm their power over you. You become predictable. And in Machiavelli's world, predictable people are controlled people. Think about it. When someone ghosts you after a conversation, what do? You replay the interaction in your mind. You wonder what you said wrong. You check your phone obsessively. They've occupied your mental space without lifting a finger. That's the genius of strategic silence. But here's what they don't expect: for you to disappear completely.
Section 2. The Machiavellian response. Machiavelli's core principle was this: never reveal your wounds. When you're ignored and you react emotionally, you've revealed your wound. You've shown them exactly where you're vulnerable. And in the game of power, vulnerability is blood in the water. So what do you do instead? You become a mirror. When they ignore you, you don't just ignore them back. That's childish. That's obvious. You erase them from your attention entirely. No angry texts, no passive-aggressive posts, no just checking in messages. Nothing. You create a void where your attention used to be. And here's the psychology that makes this devastating. Humans are hardwired to notice absence. When something that was always there suddenly vanishes, the brain goes into alert mode. Questions start forming. Why did they stop caring? What changed? Did I lose them? This is called the Zeigarnik effect. Unfinished business haunts the mind. When you suddenly withdraw all attention, you create psychological tension, an open loop, a question with no answer, and that question will consume them. But you must commit completely. Half measures don't work. You can't disappear for 3 days, then crack and send a "hey" message. That's weakness disguised as strategy. Machiavelli would say, if you must withdraw so completely they question if you ever cared at all. Let me give you a real example.
Section 3. The Renaissance Courtier. In Renaissance Italy, there was a young courtier named Lorenzo. He served a powerful duke who was known for his cruelty and mind games. One day, the duke began ignoring Lorenzo completely, wouldn't acknowledge him in court, wouldn't respond to his letters. Lorenzo's rivals whispered that he'd fallen from favor. Most courtiers in this position would panic. They'd grovel, offer gifts, beg for an audience. Lorenzo did the opposite. He stopped attending court. He didn't explain why, didn't send messages. He simply vanished from the duke's world entirely. For 2 weeks, nothing. The duke, accustomed to men chasing his approval, became curious, then irritated, then obsessed. "Where is Lorenzo?" he demanded. "Why hasn't he come to see me?" When Lorenzo finally returned, he didn't apologize. He walked in as if nothing had happened, calm, unaffected, mysterious. The Duke's respect for him doubled. Why? Because Lorenzo demonstrated something rare, self-possession. He proved he didn't need the Duke's attention to maintain his sense of worth, and paradoxically, that made the Duke need him more. This is the core of Machiavellian psychology. Value is created through scarcity, not abundance. When you're always available, always responsive, always chasing, you become common, disposable. But when you withdraw strategically, you become rare, intriguing, valuable.
Section 4. The immediate actions. So here's what you do right now, today, this moment. First, complete digital silence. Delete the unsent messages. Don't view their stories. Don't like their posts. Don't exist in their digital peripheral vision. Become a ghost. Second, redirect your attention. This is crucial. You're not withdrawing to manipulate. You're withdrawing because you're genuinely investing in yourself. Start a new project. Learn a new skill. Reconnect with people who actually value you. Make your absence meaningful by filling it with growth. Third, prepare for the return. They will reach out eventually. Curiosity is too powerful. When they do, you must be ready. Don't be eager. Don't explain where you've been. Don't apologize. Be pleasant but distant. Warm but busy. Hey, been focused on some personal projects. How are you? Short, simple, unbothered. This response does something psychologically devastating. It suggests you've moved on emotionally while leaving the door slightly open. They'll wonder, what projects? Why are they suddenly so busy? Have they replaced me? Fourth, never explain your disappearance. Explanation is justification. Justification is weakness. Machiavelli wrote, "The lion cannot protect himself from traps, and the fox cannot defend himself from wolves. One must therefore be a fox to recognize traps, and a lion to frighten wolves." Right now, you need to be a fox. Stay mysterious. Let them fill the silence with their own anxious imagination.
Section 5. The darker truths. Now let's talk about what most people won't tell you. Sometimes being ignored reveals a painful truth. You were never important to them. And this is where Machiavelli's philosophy becomes liberating rather than manipulative. He believed in seeing reality clearly. No delusions, no comforting lies. If someone can easily ignore you for weeks, if your absence creates no void in their life, then you were already invisible. And that's valuable information, because now you know where not to invest your energy. Machiavelli would say, never waste resources on territories you cannot conquer. Some people aren't ignoring you strategically. They're ignoring you because they genuinely don't care. And your strategic withdrawal isn't a manipulation tactic here. It's self-respect. It's you saying, I will not beg for scraps of attention from people who see me as disposable. This is the difference between manipulation and self-preservation. Manipulation is trying to control someone's emotions to get what you want. Self-preservation is removing yourself from situations that diminish you. One is about power over others. The other is about power over yourself. And here's the paradox. When you truly stop caring about being ignored, when you genuinely redirect your life force toward things that matter, you become magnetic. Not because you're playing a game, but because you've transcended the game entirely. People sense authentic self-possession. It's rare. It's attractive. It draws attention without seeking it. Section 6. The long game. Machiavelli's greatest insight wasn't about cruelty or manipulation. It was about time. He understood that power is built through sustained strategic action, not emotional reactions. So here's what the long game looks like. You disappear completely. 30 days minimum, no contact, no reaction, no presence. During this time, you transform. You read books, you build skills, you strengthen relationships with people who reciprocate. You become so absorbed in your own development that you forget to check if they've noticed your absence. And somewhere around week 3 or 4, something shifts. They reach out. Maybe it's a casual hey, maybe it's a full paragraph explaining themselves. Maybe it's a drunk text at 2 a.m. Doesn't matter. What matters is this: you don't rush back. You respond after several hours. Your tone is friendly but detached. You don't rehash the past. You don't punish them with coldness. You're just different. Less available, less impressed, less needy. And this creates cognitive dissonance in their mind. This person used to care so much. Now they barely notice me. What happened? The power dynamic has shifted. But here's the crucial part. You don't abuse this shift. Because if you've truly grown during your absence, you're no longer interested in petty power games. You're interested in genuine connection or nothing at all. This is the final evolution of Machiavellian thinking. The ultimate power move is not needing to make power moves. Being ignored hurts. It triggers our deepest fears of worthlessness and abandonment. But Machiavelli would tell you this: pain is information, and the information here is clear. You've been investing your attention in people who don't value it. So, withdraw it. Not out of spite, not out of manipulation, but out of self-respect. Become so focused on your own path that other people's silence becomes irrelevant. Build a life so rich that being ignored doesn't wound you, it just redirects you toward people and purposes worthy of your energy. Because here's the ultimate truth: the people who ignore you are doing you a favor. They're showing you exactly who they are. And when someone shows you who they are, believe them. Then walk away. Silently, powerfully, completely, and build something they'll regret overlooking. That's not revenge. That's renaissance. If this changed your perspective, you know what to do. And if someone's ignoring you right now, don't text them. Watch this video again instead.